When working with circles, the other thing that I want to try and find out is the area of a sector. A sector is a shape which joins the center of the circle via two radii to the circumference. So an example of a sector would be this part that I'm shading in over here. So how would I find the area of this sector? What I would do is I would first of all take a look at the area of the whole circle. And we know that the area of a circle is given to me as pi r squared. Using the whole circle, that would have used an angle that turned around the full revolution, the full angle around the point, which is going to be 2 pi. So if I wanted to know the area of a sector, then it would have had a turning of only part of that revolution, and I'm going to call that theta. Now, clearly, if I want to find the area of the sector, I'm just going to cross multiply and make sure that the area is on its own. In other words, I have 2 pi times by the area, which is going to be equal to pi r squared times by theta. Dividing both sides by 2 pi, I'm going to get that I've got pi r squared times by theta all divided by 2 pi, which gives me the actual formula for the area of a sector, which is going to be r squared times by theta all over 2. In this question, I'm given the area of a sector and I'm asked to find the radius. Now, if I know the area of the sector, I need to know what the formula is. And we've just worked out that that is going to be a half times by r squared times my angle of theta. The area was given to me as 28,9, and the radius is my unknown, but the angle I have been given in radians as 0,8 radians. Now, just by changing the subject of the formula and square rooting both sides, I'm going to find the radius. So the radius squared is in fact going to be 2 times 28,9 all divided by 0,8, which means that the radius squared is going to be the square root of that, which gives me an answer of 8. Sorry, not the radius squared. The radius is going to be an answer of 8,5, and that will be measured in centimeters. In example number 2, I've been given a shape and I need to know what the area is going to be of this shape. Now they tell me that the fencing all around the edge of the plot was 176 meters. But I've already used 55 meters from the center to A and from the center to B. So that stands to reason that the part that is left over that I don't know the measurement of the fencing is going to be the 176 centimeters minus the 255 measurements of fencing that I've already used. So the measurement from A to B is in fact going to be 66 meters. If I want to find out the area of that sector, I must know the turning of the angle of theta. And as I've got the arc length and the radius, I'm able to use that to find the angle. The angle is going to be the arc length divided by the radius. So the angle in this example is going to be 66 all divided by 55. In other words, the theta that we are looking for is going to be 1,2 radians. Now, if I want to go on, I can very easily find the area as I have all the information needed for the formula. Just filling in our numbers into the formula, we find that the area of this sector is going to be a half times by the radius squared, which is 55 squared, times by my angle of 1,2. And so the area of this sector is in fact going to be 1,815 meters squared.